New game Monday. 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 It's New Game Monday, everybody. My favorite kind of Monday. It's October. It's a cold day. And it's New Game Monday. Everything's coming up Millhouse. It's Mean Girls Day. It's Fullmetal Alchemist Day. A whole bunch is happening today, is what I'm saying.
Watch Owl House.
Watch Owl House. We've been watching Owl House. We've been catching up before the new season. It's very good. Owl House is a very good show. Hi, Bob. Hi, everyone. I hope that y'all are having a good October so far, and have not.
Halloween.
And yeah, happy Halloween month for those who celebrate. Which so fingers. I hate it. What an auspicious start. So we finished up. What was it called? We finished up Tinykin on Thursday. So we're kicking off a new game called Soulstice, which it's kind of funny. It released on the 20th, which was very close to the autumnal equinox, which I think is kind of appropriate for a game called Soulstice. It's Soulstice with a U, which I think is proof that it was released in Canada. I think that's where they do the U. That's a terrible joke, but it's a pun because it's soul. Like you'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll get into it in a little bit here. But let's see some announcements before we get into that. This is I pre-played this game, so unlike our last three games, I know what we're getting into, which is good because there's at least one thing that I'm very glad we won't be encountering for the first time on stream. We may not get to it tonight, but that'll make sense when we get to it. The other thing is that as much as I'm enjoying this game, and I am, it's fairly long. And there's another game coming out towards the end of this month, the sequel to A Plague Tale: Innocence, that I also... Teeth, rats, that I really want to play. Excuse me, close to when it comes out. So I kind of want to power through this one kind of quickly. This is my long roundabout way of saying we're going to 3 nights a week. So in addition to our Monday night stream and our Thursday night streams, we're also going to be regularly streaming Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. 3 nights a week for the entirety of October, more than likely, unless we go through this one super fast. So that's the plan. We're going to be doing just Soulstice 3 nights a week until we get it done, and then probably around Halloween we'll kick over to A Plague Tale, the sequel, which I'm looking forward to as well. It's going to be like I think I mentioned at our last stream that we went from dark summer and then we had Tinykin, which was bright and happy and fun, and now we're back into dark and spoopy. So we're back down into the mire again, which brings me to my next point, which is that we have a new theme. So between this game, which is a spooky game about a pair of sisters with a very kind of dark medieval aesthetic, and then Plague Tale Requiem, which is about Hugo and Amicia in a dark medieval kind of setting. We have our new theme for October and November is going to be spooky sibling season, is what I've decided to call. I don't know why I'm like this, but this is what we're going with. So sorry, you're stuck with me. But here we go. The question is to the Souls-like? Not really, actually, but we'll get into more of that in a little bit. It kind of is the question. It was my question originally. There are like bosses and things like that, but it's not really like that. Hey, Al. But yeah, all right. So this is obviously a lot of pre-ramble. Last bit of pre-ramble, I think. See, I covered it's 3 streams a week. Oh, right. The kind of an important thing. Let's do the usual for any new game. Let's talk about content warnings. There's not too many for this one. Kind of like with Prey, it's a very gory game. It's like a Devil May Cry or a Bayonetta, or we streamed Darksiders 3, which is actually probably the thing that it reminds me the most of. It's just a high octane, very fast dash around and splatter gore kind of thing. So we're going to be turning things into chunky salsa a lot. So just be aware of that. We're dealing with a city that has undergone a horrible happening, so there's going to be lots of corpses, some light body horror, people have been kind of zombified, and so be aware of that. But right out of the gate, much more importantly, I think, or at least more likely to affect a lot of people, flashing lights. Right in the prologue sequence, there was a flashing light sequence, so be aware of that very early on. First 15 minutes or so, flashing light warning. After that, I should be able to skip the other flashing light sequences. So at least it should be pretty early on, but there may be intermittent flashing light sequences throughout. I'll try to skip the future ones, but the early one I don't think I'll be able to skip. So forewarning about that. Hey, Mox. Ooh, corpses. Yeah, who doesn't love corpses? Let's see, what else? Oh, yeah, another important one. There are at least 2 incidents. I don't think we'll get to either of them tonight, but there are exactly 2 incidences of death of children. So obviously kind of a big one. Wanted to make sure that people are aware of that. Hey, Freya. And again, I don't think we'll get to it tonight. Very rare content warning. In fact, I think the first time we've had this in our CW tag. Brief nudity. Kind of a baffling decision. We'll talk about this more when we get to it. It'll probably be on Thursday's stream. Again, I don't think we'll get that far tonight, but we'll listen. We'll handle it like adults when we deal with it. Don't worry about it. But did I mention it's a little bit like Bayonetta? It's not quite handled like that, but we'll get there when we get there. Hey, Bedroad. But yeah, so that's the list of content warnings. Really the biggest one I wanted to warn people about is the flashing lights thing, because that obviously can have some medical connotations, but also gore, corpses is a big one. Death of children we probably won't get to tonight. The nudity thing, once we actually get to it, those sequences are pretty well scripted, so I'll be able to call those out in case anybody's in an environment where they need to tab away. I'll be able to call that out before we get to it, so don't worry about that being sprung on you. Sorry, poor choice of words. We'll get to it. Okay, speaking of getting to it, hey, Katie. Hey, Bad Road. I may have said hi to Bad Road twice, but that's fine. As opposed to my stream's prolonged oldity. Fair enough. Very good. Thank you for the raid, Katie. But I think that's enough preamble. Let's get into the damn game. All right. And we'll do one of these. And we'll do one of these. See, I said it's a U because it's Canadian. That was my terrible, horrible, awful, no good, very bad joke. All right, we're not going to continue. We're going to do a chapter selected. Oh, just ignore all this. Don't worry about it. You don't even see any of this. All right, there we go. Presumably, I'll be able to go back to where I'm at. But yeah, I guess we can't do a new game, but we can just select old chapters. So that's neat. All right, let me make sure I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Doesn't look like it. We've got our audio going. That looks like it's ducking properly. Good, good. All right, introduction. Let's go. Oh.
In the beginning, the world was subjugated by chaos. Then, the Keepers came to be, Torchbearer, Shaper, and Judge. The three fought the spawn of chaos, and ultimately, they prevailed. Chaos could be banished, but it could not be destroyed. So the Keepers weaved a veil with their own essence and stood guard. The world was now safe, but it was also empty and meaningless. Thus, the Keepers reached beyond the veil. They seized the power of chaos itself. They gave it shape and purpose. They created life, and man was their most perfect creation.
Seems like a stretch, but all right.
All life would eventually hear the call from beyond the veil. Thus it happened that, alongside life, death also came to the world. The great cycle was set in motion. Yet chaos hungered for more, and sought to undo the Keeper's creation. The spawn of chaos struck, wounding the Keepers and tearing the veil. Endless droves of horrors trespassed into the world. And so came the Soulstice of Souls.
See, that's the title.
Hurt and weak, The Keepers charged man with defending the world. They inspired man to fight fire with fire, ferocity with ferocity. Driven by the infinite wisdom of the Keepers, man turned the very power of chaos against it. Through sacrifice and resolve, a breed of sacred warriors was created. 3 were wounds in the essence of the Keepers. 3 the mighty battles fought and won by the champions of man. 3 the sacred cities that were built in those hallowed places. Eventually, the Soulstice of Souls was put to an end. The 3 cities still stand to this day for the glory of the Keepers, while the memory of the sacred warriors has been lost to time. But while the mortal body must perish, that which is immortal is bound to be reborn.
Alright, flashing light warning coming up in the next probably 5-10 minutes, just as a heads up again. Hey, look, it's us!
We're inside at last.
Don't be too enthusiastic. Someone here is more than eager to welcome us.
It began here somehow. What could unleash such immense power?
If we survive, we might find some answers. Now let's focus on destroying these things.
Yep. Oh, very nice. Yes. Go ahead, where are the rest of you?
A strong aura is approaching. I can see it. It's quick and unpredictable. Be careful. It's here.
This is much easier now that I know how all the controls work.
I'm afraid we can't escape.
I actually think that we may turn the situation to our advantage.
What do you mean?
You'll find out shortly. Prepare yourself.
I'll be ready.
Ah, there's my whip sword. Yes, I missed you. Oh, it's gonna be so long before we get that again. Hello, Eidolon.
Can you feel it now?
Its aura is far weaker now.
Let's make the most of this time. Now get rid of these other wretches.
Give me the thick ones. Yeah, there we go.
When it returns, it shall have our undivided attention.
Yeah. And tap. Yes. So we essentially get a preview of the end game right at the start, and then go back to the beginning. You get a little taste test of everything. Which this is particularly funny because I'm about 3/4 of the way through the game.
Don't worry. I can handle this and more.
So I recognize all these abilities and weapons.
Disappointed if it did. Now it's our turn.
Oh, I'm gonna be so sad to lose them now. I know what I'm losing. That's alright, we won't need them for a while. Oh, this is gonna be so weird. It's not gonna auto cycle us anymore because I've already played the game. Apparently, you can only have one save file. That's interesting. Learned something today. All right. A hooded figure traverses the harbor on a small boat. A flickering wisp hovers over her shoulder. It's a great time to catch up on chat. Ashen Knight looks a lot like female Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Their nickname was Ashen Demon. I didn't realize that. That's cool. I wonder if there's a reason for that. I don't know. It's a very good question. Oh, I still have all my stuff. That's weird. All right, let's start the chapter. One day earlier. But yeah, this game reminded me the most of Darksiders 3, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I think we streamed in like 2019, and I missed it more than I realized until I started playing this one. And not just because it gives us a big fuck off hammer, but it does give us a big fuck off hammer.
I can hear their cries. It's the lost soul.
The Order set a small tear. Not that the world's veil ripped apart. Look, there, above the cathedral.
Ilden, one of the three
This is my stand, Ghost and Ghost.
of the torchbearer.
Once the light of the kingdom. Now it burns.
I can't do this. It's too much. I can't even fathom why the Order sent us here with the other chimeras. I'm not ready. We are not ready.
To them, we are just Briar and Loot. The outcasts. I see, this is our chance to prove ourselves. We can't waste it. Anyway, we're late. Can you sense the others?
The echo of the dead is just too strong. It dulls my senses.
Loot, you need to focus.
Forgive me. I will do better. Whatever ripped open the veil must be powerful.
Let's look for our observer.
He should be able to tell us more of what transpired here.
Then we best find him quickly.
The game is also deeply anime. For no reason at all, and I kinda love it. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. So it has given me all my future upgrades. I don't think I love. Alright, bear with me a moment. We're going to change something here. Hooray, we're there. Look at this. Okay. Alright, we should just have hammer. Hammer. Time. And we have nothing. We don't have an item wheel at all. Fantastic. Alright, we've done it, everyone. It only took... That actually wasn't too bad. That was like 15 minutes, right? That's, you know... We've had way worse in terms of technical difficulties.
Chaos always leaves traces.
Thank you all for sticking with me. And for the suggestions on backing up of saves.
Turning them on the strong.
Ah, yes. Bring me the red crystals.
I know all too well how chaos corrupts and kills.
I'm sorry, sister. I didn't mean...
We have more important tasks than mourning those we can't save.
We were saved. Do not forget.
So I mentioned in kind of the stream lead up that this isn't really a Dark Souls. That said, there is red currency and blue currency, and it is both used for experience and for like buying of consumables. So you know, in that regard, I guess it has something in common.
They once teemed with life. And now...
It's like this city has been dead for years. Yielding is no more loot. We better get used to the idea.
I don't know if there's anything actually like decent over here. If it's just all crates, I think it's just crates all the way down. Which, this early in the game, crates all the way down is actually very useful. Later on, we won't need to... Like, this won't actually be a worthwhile use of our time. Ooh, but this is... excellent. So, Ashes of a Fallen Chimera is essentially a, like, second life. So if we die, that'll bring us back once. Which is very handy. I didn't actually realize we got that so early. A Kupo coin, exactly. Loot is very dead. Our sister is a ghost and is bound to us. We'll learn more about that later. We're also Briar is also well, not dead exactly, but not exactly human anymore either. Something has happened. The sisters are having a battle. But then again, so is most of the city, so at least they're, you know, not alone. Yes, Arthur.
We are not alone. These broke. They were just people once before they became corrupted.
Call this the judge's mercy, then. One done.
All right, here's the counter.
Let's keep it up.
We have a dash. The counter is nice. I end up using the dash probably more.
Over there.
I am ready.
Nom nom. And of course, we get scored on enemy combat. I'll go ahead and prepare y'all now. If you caught our Bayonetta streams, you know that I am not going to hit that diamond score very often. Especially once we start hitting elite enemies. Expect to see a lot of bronze and lower. I'm here for a good time, not a high-scoring time. Enemy life powers go in the opposite direction from what I expected. That threw me off for a moment. Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. The lock-on in this game, it's not actually terrible. It definitely goes in... What's the word I'm thinking of? Sometimes the lock-on is actually very helpful. And then other times it's the worst thing ever. So it really varies by enemy.
I've got.
And it took me a while to... Ah, yes. It took me a while to learn... which enemies that it's just not worth it. So, like, that was a slow field that you just saw. Yep. It's just telling me about all the different counter types now.
I'm just.
Once we get enemies that throw projectiles Loot can also deflect them back at the people shooting at us.
Cover me, Luke.
Cast on it.
Yes, I'll take it. Nom 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 nom. Yeah. And we'll unlock more combos as we go, so we're not just button mashing away, although there will still be plenty of button mashing, I'm sure.
They're drawn to us like moths to a flame.
They come
Me.
with the lure of life.
Whole lot of burning going on.
It comes from
Whole lot of burning going on. I don't know why that sounded like a country song to me, but it did. I don't know if it's just me, but the environments in this game just look gorgeous. I mean, obviously they're like kind of just dire, but they're pretty in a like horrible way. I don't know if that makes sense. In the same way that like Resident Evil Village was gorgeous but horrible. High def horrible. Also, I love that that sword is very clearly a Buster sword.
What was that?
I felt the tear itself.
You can see the little dents from materia.
It's growing.
That's probably fine.
The observer. The sooner we get to him, the better.
Nothing over there. And nothing up my sleeve. Ah, arrow boys. Well, I guess spear boys. Right, more counters.
One down.
Let's keep it up.
Oh, I cannot wait to get my ranged weapons back. Oh, I miss you already, friends.
We're not backing down. I will protect your sister.
Come on, then.
There's more.
Luckily, there's a lot of hit stun, so if you don't hit a counter, but you do hit the enemy, it's kind of a free counter for low-ranking enemies.
Let's help.
Anything over here?
I can't stand it.
Oh, wait, hang on, maybe. Yes! Challenge the void. What's this one? Slay all enemies before time runs out. Easy peasy. So they're little, like, challenge demi-planes. Oh god, it is Dante's run cycle.
Loot. What is this place?
I don't know. It seems like we crossed the veil this time.
Then we must find a way to go back.
Welcome to the challenge plane. So we have a minute to kill everybody.
Not on my watch.
I'm not done yet.
Alright. Crap. On that. Thank you for stacking up like that. That was very nice of you. Look for a polyhedron with a ghostly fox in it. I'll take platinum.
Ready, sister.
No, 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 no. A piece of heart. Sorry, malformed husk fragment. It's a piece of heart. We get 3 of those, we get more health. No, 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 no. That's it out here. In the door. Now we fight the Magma Spider.
While all life must perish, that which is immortal is bound to be reborn. But the Shaper had no hand in your creation. Did he, sweet sisters?
You're our observer?
I am Layton. I am here to assist you.
Professor Layton. Big fan of your games.
How exactly?
He's creepy. I don't like him. I kind of love him, but it's probably mostly the mask, which reminds me of one of the flying enemies from Super Mario 2.
An observer's talents won't be of much help in this fight.
Oh, I fight for the Order of the Ashen Blade in my own way.
I serve the flaming turd.
My presence here is proof enough of my worth. You
He is literally Fento.
are said to be unstable, unruly, and unwilling to follow orders.
Our fame precedes us.
Why do you taunt us?
Your shade is speaking. And to me, how quaint.
Somehow, your authority as an observer is not enough to silence her. What happened here?
A tear opened, clearly. Its cause is unknown, but it's the largest yet seen, and, I do believe, getting larger still.
I doubt the Order will be able to hide this one from the masses.
And once it was open,
Many were corrupted, others were possessed. They saw to the rest.
Thank you, Bob.
The Order did not foresee it this time.
That is why you were called. You and your two comrades.
3 chimeras. At least the Ashen Blade is sparing no effort now.
Well, 2 chimeras. And you.
So caustic. Where are the others?
Strangely, those 2 did not wish to wait for you. You should hurry. Find them and help them. If you can. Don't.
He's such an ass.
I can offer powerful assistance if you do well.
Oh, I forgot to add spiders.
Then let us pray you remain safe.
Indeed. May the torchbearer light your way.
I think this is literally the only time those spiders show up.
And may the Shaper grant you fortune in this life. If that's what you can call it. The freight elevators will take you where you need to go.
Thank you, Bad Road.
Good.
Perhaps you will prove us all wrong. I will be watching.
I mean, I would hope so. You're an observer. What else are you gonna do? Gonna walk us through. Alright. We do not have enough for any of this nonsense. Let's see. Ooh, proficiency 6k. Alright. These are all the other extra stuff that we can get. So we already have... We don't have Thunderous Advance. Okay. Do we have any of these? We have... Oh, we have Soaring Ascent. Okay, so we already have our up A. We can do our Juggle already. Cool, okay. And now we have Ferocious Assault, which is important. Good. Alright. And we got upgrades for loot later. And these are our consumable healing items, so let's go ahead and just top out. There we go. And let's chat with the boy.
You make fun of us. But what do you even know about our kind?
That the Order forges the chimeras, much like your big sword. Let us hope you're not brittle or blunt.
We're not weapons. We're people.
Thank you, Loot.
I find that argument quite hard to sustain in your current predicament. Anyway, each chimera is born of the union of two different souls, and each one develops their own abilities in a most peculiar way. I am truly eager to find out what the two of you can do.
I like that one of Loot's default animations when she's not in, like, wisp form, when she's shaped like a human, is just hugging Briar.
This is your first time with us as our observer.
Indeed, I must have committed some horrible sin to deserve it. Oh, don't be so touchy. You'd better get used to my witty remarks anyway. Just as I'll have to accept that I'm stuck here with you.
To everyone their penance.
So we have the grumpy, the witty, and the wise. A well-assorted team indeed. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
If you say so.
Yeah, the armor, it is a spikier version of Cloud a little bit, because his is a little bit more like rounded edges. I am trying to think about who it reminds me of, but it is very deliberately pointed at every opportunity.
We've dealt with other tears before, but none as massive as this.
Definitely not the doing of a few rampaging wraiths.
If you drop the key, this guy will leave you alone.
They're always ripping and gnawing at the veil from the other side. Relentlessly.
Indeed. But something else must have happened here. We must find out what it was.
Layton, tell us the truth. How can you survive the dangers of this city?
Oh, I rely on my cunning first and foremost. But I also have this pendant. It emits a sound that hides my aura from those that would prey upon it.
I can hear it, and I can't stand it.
I can hear your jingling as well, in spite of my corrupted blood.
I am so glad to hear it. It means that I have nothing to fear from the two of you. For the time being, at least.
Yeah, the fact that in this first room where we meet him, the torch to his right means that you get the contrast where one side of his mask is very sharply lit and the other side is very shaded. It's wonderful.
You know how to find me.
All right, lots of world building. Excuse me. And yet we still know so very little about what's actually going on, which I kind of love. What's over here? Nothing. A whole bunch of nothing. All right, fair enough. No, the stairs. The lid. Elevator, go down. I'm 100% certain that the devs are deliberately making him Phanto. I mean, I assume that Phanto's mask was based on something. So I don't know if it was just a case of common origin. But I also kind of hope that it's just straight up Phanto. Especially considering that the amulet also lets him teleport in and out. So he has the same means of just sort of disappearing. And also, he is kind of a constant nuisance the way that Phanto is.
The other chimeras.
Then what? We must rely on our own strength.
There we go.
We're not backing down.
Goodbye. There we go. Gotta remind myself of all the old familiar combos. Can't find this message in anything before Doki Doki Panic Dream Festival. Yeah, it might just be straight up Phanto. That would be amazing. Don't know which of these is story progress. Oh, there we go. Heart piece. Nope. Ah, nuts and bolts. Let's try. Nope. Let's try that again. So one thing that this game does is this kind of semi-fixed camera angle thing, which I like because it does give you an appreciation for the environment. I saw something very similar. The only other game I can think of that did a similar kind of treatment was actually Nier Automata, which we don't need to rant about that anymore, although I could. But it does occasionally make the platforming a bit of a pain in the tuchus. There we go. Luckily, most of the game, that's not a problem. There are a couple of levels. Actually, there's only one level that I've been to so far that is a timed platforming challenge where it is a problem. Other than that, it hasn't really been an issue. Reminds me a lot of Crash Bandicoot. No, that makes sense, actually. Don't know why I said Crash Bandicoot, but it is a cute game, so.
Freight elevators. Someone.
Until proven otherwise, this man is Phanto and he wants your delicious keys. You know what?
Would stop the people escaping.
Accepted.
Exactly. They left on their precious ships and left the rest to die. That way, they'd made sure they'd escape.
So cruel. Letting others die so they could live.
P.S. This game might be political.
They all died anyway. Cowards.
Just in case anybody was wondering. Let's get out ahead of that one. Oh, there's a green thing there. I want that. I want the green thing. Bring me the green pages. That's up this way. Yoink. That's the... Oh, that's the big thing. Good. Dang, we're doing great on items so far. My first playthrough, I didn't really understand what most of these things did. Yep. So there was a real scarcity problem early on in the game. Yeah, Crash is very cute. I agree. It's just... Oh, right. I can do a smash. Lever.
It is calm as eerie.
You will miss it when it's gone.
You find that, right? It was a Director Explorer. Oh no, where am I? Oh, this way. Yeah. Was that was White Wolf, right? That had like nature and demeanor, I think it was. That's two different qualities. It sounds right. Hello, friends. Ah, darn it. Only got one of you.
I'm not done yet. I'm just warming up.
Hello? Green Kadak residue, pulverized to dust. Oh, right. As you kill enemies, you can sometimes just get health.
There's more.
I'm ready, sister.
You want more? I've got more. There's more.
I'm ready, sister.
I'm just going to enjoy these high scores for now, because I know they're going away. I say that, I don't know, maybe I'll surprise myself. Maybe by the time we get to the later levels, I'll have actually gotten better at the stuff. But probably not. Right now we're dealing with the rank and file. When we get to the excuse me, the elite rank enemies, there will be a lot more I don't want to say bullshit mechanics. There will be a lot more chaos on the field that I will just not be able to avoid at my current skill level. Hey! All the lost souls. Wow. We've done it. Shop. Let's do skills first. We're doing okay at the moment. We can... I never use Piercing Lunge, so we're not going to buy that. I don't really use Thundering Advance either. What's the... Could use Roaring Descent, actually. That's pretty good. Proficiency cost. Ooh, so close. Rush, now... Well, actually... Tap, tap, concede? Yeah. We don't have 7,500 either, though. And that, yeah. Alright. Never mind. We'll save. So dramatic.
I feel something. Something's coming.
What is that?
We're being attacked by purple.
Oh no, I won't. Not again.
Sister, stay with me. Don't give in.
Damn.
So one kind of interesting thing I learned when I was looking up... Did everything just taste purple for a second? Bob, that's a weirdly relevant line for this game.
Sister, talk to me. Are you alright?
One thing I learned when I was looking up the voice cast for this game, Briar and Lude, same voice actor.
Yes, despite my weakness.
That power was immense. It's not your fault.
Then whose fault is it? You saw. I almost... If I gave in to the corruption inside me, you'd be lost. I won't allow it.
You resisted. No other Chimera could have done that.
No other Chimera with a damned corrupted as a knight, you mean?
Sister, that was an insanely powerful aura. And there's something else. I could sense there were two chimeras at the source. I felt their strain, their suffering. They pushed themselves to their limits. It was like a scream in my head. But then all of a sudden, they were gone.
That's probably fine.
Are you certain?
I can't sense either of them now. And the other aura,
not forget.
probably fine.
We might be the only ones left to fight it.
Be on guard then. We may have to deal with it sooner or later.
Our pauldron reminds me of Pyramid Head. I can see that.
It bears the taint of the corruption.
Ooh, we learned about fields. Evocation field. It should be an overcharge. All right, nice. So,
We can shatter them as we work together. Let me focus my energy.
nom nom nom. Blue currency. So we're gonna eventually have blue field and red field. So there's purple energy, which is arguably bad, and there's blue energy and there's red energy. But if loot channels them for too long, or as loot channels them, loot also builds up entropy, and too much entropy bad. So there's a whole color theory thing. Chris Redfield, nice. All right, they're telling us about unity, which is the longer we go using defensive actions and not getting hit, the better our unity gets.
Let's keep it up.
You want more? I've got more.
We're not backing down.
I'm just warm.
Who's left?
There's more.
I'm ready, sister.
I'm not done yet. Cover me, Loot. Loot, over
Crap.
I am ready.
Almost got out of that with no hits.
Who's next?
I will protect you, sister. She is my knight. My sister.
You want more? I've got more.
I will take care of it.
I'm just warming up. Who's next?
Not on my watch.
Nice. Too much should be bad. I've done that for a while. Exactly. All right, I'll still take diamond. All right, pretty sure I saw while we were fighting in this back corner. Yep, I did see that. Ha! Crap. Nice. Blue gems. Bring me the blue gems. I guess we are slightly damaged. Sorry about this, friend. Nope. Is there anything over there? I guess not. So there's not really a reason to beat up the zombies unless you're hurt. In which case, there's a good chance that they'll drop the little, like, green restore gems. There we go. Nom nom nom. Full health.
All this death, gods, peasants.
It didn't matter who they were.
Starting to think we're the only ones left alive.
The guards sealed the gates.
Trapping the people inside.
They tried to contain the corrupted and failed.
Ah. Nom nom nom. Oop, there we go. Nom. This stuff down here? No, okay. Up, 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 up. There we go. And up. And over here. And down. Whoop. Hi. So many things about the stream are reminding me of that video I watched the other day where some guy apparently does, I tried a handful of Souls-like games again. He had a bit at the end where he talked about less obscure games just because he thought it deserved the exposure, called Wolong Fallen Dynasty. That name sounds familiar. I don't remember anything about it, but the name strikes a bell. It has this mechanic where the more you can combo without getting hit, the more cool stuff you can do. But the enemies have the same mechanics, so momentum in combat is a huge deal. It definitely ends up becoming a big one in this one, because there are fights later on where unity is pretty critical. Did I hit that in time? Guess not. Yes! Nice deflection loot, thank you. I got some on my head. Iron Pineapple does fun and informative videos, though he's occasionally up his own ass about Dark Souls 1 being mechanically perfect. Yeah, that's a stretch. Ah, yes, our first armored boy. I love knowing how y'all work this time. This is going to be much easier than it was the first time I did this. And come up here with me. As everyone knows, there's no armor in the air. Okay.
We're not backing down.
There's more.
I'm ready, sister.
There we go. Yes! You too. Did you shoot something at me? Rude. Ah. Oh, you can see the brain. That's good. Love a good brain. Alright, let's see if we can keep this platinum and better streak going. We're so far away from the tear. When I tell y'all how much closer we're going to be by the end, we have a long road ahead. Can I get over there? I can get over there. All right. If I can get over here, then there must be something over here. That's just video game logic for you. Hello, what are you? Yes. So, Incense of Harmony is a little potion that we can take to instantly maximize our unity level. So basically lets us immediately devil trigger, which is very handy. Thank you, Bob. Okay. How we doing? How we doing? Well, this is going great. How we doing on time?
Powerful aura was here. It left traces, like an echo.
Ooh, we get the first echo. Nice.
What was it?
I can't tell, but those traces may just let us see what
There it is. Visions of the past. Echo, please, please, please. It's a great DuckTales episode.
Never seen the knights acting like this before.
Me neither. Whatever's in there must be really valuable.
You try to steal it then. I'm staying here. Whatever it is, it feels like the judge's breath on my neck.
Pretty sure that was DuckTales. They were going after the Golden Fleece, and it was the Cave of Echo, and it was something like that. And so when they finally said Echo, then it, instead of saying Echo, then it said fleece, 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 fleece. Anything else you said, the Cave of Echo just said Echo, Echo, Echo back at you, which was the joke.
Shut up, they'll hear you.
Soldiers, the next one of you who speaks will be flogged.
It's actually one of the only episodes I remember from the old DuckTales that's almost as good as pretty much every episode from the new DuckTales, which is a fantastic show.
The one after that will be hung. The one after that, quartered. Have I made myself clear? Good.
Technically, if you say you want to like string someone up by a rope, that's hanged. If you say that someone is hung, you're complimenting them.
Regardless of their threats.
Easy now, easy. Not my choice to come this way, is it? I like it no more than you do. Settle down.
Poor horses. They didn't deserve this.
Even the animals were restless.
They could sense the danger too. This echo is so vivid. The dead are screaming all around us, but this cuts through it all. It left a deep scar on the ether. That scares me the most.
Halt! In the name of the Triarchy and the shining city of Ilden. The Ashen Blade. Huh. What is your business here?
We carry a gift. From the Grand Master of the Order to the High Clergy of Ilden.
Is that all?
We are expected at the Cathedral of Guiding Light.
We had no advance notice of your arrival. You can't just show up and...
Our papers speak for themselves. Here. Now let us in, if you care for your useless job and your worthless life.
Just let them in. It's not worth dying for.
Fine. Good, sir. Of course. You may pass. May the torchbearer light your way.
Well, this is the City of Light, is it not?
Now I understand. The aura I feel, the one that left this echo, it came from inside that armored carriage.
Can you tell me what was inside?
I can't see inside. The carriage is lined with something. It's dulling my perception, so this was done on purpose. By someone who knows the Order, who knows its secrets.
You mean... us? The Chimeras?
I think so. That carriage is at the heart of whatever happened here.
Then we have to find it.
And soon, whatever it's doing here might not be finished.
Ah. A Trojan horse, you say? Well, that's probably fine. Right. Aha! Mother load. There we go. Lots of blue. Num 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 num. Wait, hang on. Is there anything down here? Oh. One thing I like about this game is that it actually kind of rewards missing jumps. That's just kind of a nice treat. that failure leads to exploration. Ooh, everything in here is glowy. There we go. You do not have a friend in Horsey. That's what door we came in. Anything over here? Nope. Hi, friend. Redfield. Chris Redfield.
Be here, so far from the tear.
Sorry, we already made that joke, but I'm bringing it back. The momentary pause you guys do at the top of a launcher move so you can start your air combo is a really comical pose. It's very good. Alright. So,
Get past it.
banishment.
We just need to combine sword and spin.
There we go.
Sister,
I think that's everything in here.
we can do this.
Double check. Always clear your corners. If a joke's worth using once, it's worth using twice. Oh, these things. A lot of fun masks in this game. I love the creature design.
Grievous.
Alright, so these things can only be hurt while we have our blue field on. Which, again, uses up entropy. We need to make sure that we don't overcharge loot. So it can become a game of a little bit of fighting the Wraith and a little bit of doing other stuff.
More powerful wraiths must be roaming the city as well.
Luckily, whoop, that's fucked that up. Each time we kill a Wraith, entropy goes down. So as long as I can keep killing.
I'm not done yet.
So if we're very good at killing, it's not a problem. I love creatures. I also love creatures. Big fan, personally. Fuck that table in particular. Sorry, buddy. Would like one of these to have a green thing in it. But no, apparently not. There we go. It's down here. Ooh. Free currency. There we go. The lockwood, what we got there? And there we go. Oh. There's the green stuff. Alright, full health. Nice. Hang on. No, okay. Thought I saw something flash. But I did see... Void. Perform the required number of perfect counters. Okay. Give it a shot. Thought for a moment those things were just going to be like a weird head with a mask on it. Instead of something that looked like a plucked chicken. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's see how good I am with counters. How we doing? 8 minutes? Think we can do this and finish the chapter? Let's find out. I gotta make sure I also don't kill this guy. Come on now. I want you to hit me. Come on. Come on. That wasn't a perfect counter? Alright. There we go, that was one. There we go. Now we just murder. Perfect. I'll take it. Heart piece. Heart piece. Yes. Sturdy husk chunk. Love that character. All right. Easy peasy. Nope, nothing up here. Oh, nothing on my sleeve. But, oh, up here. No, come on. Oh, there we go. No, come on. There we go. It kind of elevates you if you get close enough, which is nice. It's a little forgiving. Oh, right. I remember how these work now. Yeah.
What is this? We can't pass through here.
No, there is a way.
Platforming! These are going to be fun later. Did I say fun? I mean, potentially maddening. What's in the back here? Nothing. Ooh. Ooh. I don't think video games know the difference between those anymore. Fair. It's actually really well put. Oh.
Imagine living in such a crowded city.
That place.
I think that's everything here.
Feast for wraiths.
Alright, that's a pretty great mother load. Oh. Yes! Haha! What's up, nerds? That's right, I can hit you too. Oh, you can hit me too. Damn. That's fine.
Let's keep it up.
There we go. Countered that. What's up, nerds? Alright. Platinum streak still alive. Nope. Neat. Okay. This is fine. Sorry, bud. Wow, we're getting so much red stuff. Hello there.
She is my knight, my sister.
I do love Loot's call out. They're so cute. Up we go. Crap. Yeah. Love that stagger. Get in here. That's right. Hey, come on up with me. Nice try. Here, you like flying?
There's more.
Streak is alive. The little pictures have them getting closer as the icon changes. Yeah. Yeah. The little notes in this game are honestly really good. Alright, we might not get to the chapter in the next 2 minutes, so I might run a little bit over. I apologize. I blame our technical issues. Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe this door is it? Dang, that was a fantastic game. Or game. There we go. There we go. And come on, chapter. Suddenly mildly intrigued by the idea of an enemy in a game that is immune to launch moves. That's the only thing being hit with.
I know that sound. And who's making it?
Was this Layton? Layton's probably a checkpoint. Layton's probably a checkpoint. We can probably stop it here.
What if this is all part of the Keeper's grand design?
Bird.
Cleansing fire of the Torchbearer. The Judge's mercy. A chance for the Shaper to craft this city anew. One can't help but wonder.
Isn't it sacrilege for any but the bishops to guess?
True, but most of the clergy here are dead, so I doubt they mind. Though something else piqued my curiosity. Did you feel that shockwave?
We did.
Tell me about it. Did you manage to track its source?
It originated from the cathedral, but
I was conferring with your knight.
Layton.
But I suppose it's too much to expect silence from you, isn't it?
This is my least favorite quality of yours.
Judge, have mercy on me. Speak, then.
I like to think that the crow reprimanded him.
I sense the two other chimeras. I think they're dead. Dead because of someone or something they were fighting against. The struggle was a result of their clash. Then they were all gone.
It is most troubling. That is all you have to report.
Yes,
Our predicament just got a lot worse. But fear not. The Order of the Ashen Blade sent word that reinforcements are on the way. My good friend Corvo here brought the good news.
Corvo? I forgot that the crow's name was Corvo.
Meanwhile, we are ordered to continue to follow the plan.
Empty words.
So let your actions fill them with meaning. Proceed towards the tear. Stay alive, and look for the other chimeras. Or what's left of them.
Hey. Alright. So I think that's a pretty good spot to stop. We'll level up loot next time. Or we'll pick up here next time, I should say. The crow's daughter is named Emily. Nice, good Dishonor reference. Yeah. So, we got most of the way through a few chapters, which is pretty solid start. Oh, some dropped frames. Oh no, God, all kinds of technical issues tonight. That's all right. Hopefully we got through most of the worst of the humps tonight, and I'll see if I can do some further troubleshooting between now and Thursday, and we'll try and smooth things out for our future streams. But that's that. We're already over time, so I'm gonna shorten things up. Be sure to check out our full stream team schedule at schedule.truck.community. And we're assuming that the internet is up and running over on their side. We're going to toss a raid here shortly to twitch.tv/squirrellily, where I believe Christy is going to be streaming the Norwood Suite. Christy, correct me if I'm incorrect about that, but that's the last thing I remember. We'll toss it over your way here in just a moment. And like I said, we'll be back here on Thursday and then again on Saturday with more of this nonsense. You got there. Hooray! All right. Well, I'll toss it right your way here in just a moment. Thank you all for coming and hanging out and being patient with all this. And yeah, more of this nonsense next time. See y'all then.